Hello, Soul Crew. As always, great to see you. Thank you for your presence. The message that I have right now is actually pretty spontaneous and it's coming through, so I'm gonna interpret it as we go. Yet, it's very uplifting and it's like a boost of energy and resilience for this one last challenge, at least for what we're concerned with regards to this level. Whenever and wherever you are running into this transmission, it's relevant. This is timeless. Yet you may be going through the last mile, the last leap of a journey in the making. So you might have been working through something, and we are in the last mile. So there's one last challenge, if you may, and then you will get to achieve to a large degree prosperity, abundance, and joy in whatever means you've been searching. Sometimes it can be more in the material world, which is more relative to what I gathered in this read, but it could also be more intangible, like a type of success that is not necessarily in the material world, but is something that you've been working on to achieve within yourself, be it like emotional release or solving something beyond, like I said, the material world. That being said, this is very powerful because it's recognized that it's been a long journey. We've been looping through this lesson, and the lesson just got more and more complex, maybe. So you're like an expert level here, and this is, like I said, the last bit of the challenge. So here's a boost for resilience and telling you that you've got what it takes. And especially if you're running into this transmission, it means that you're on point. This is meant for just a few. So if this resonates with you, congratulations. I commend you for the work that you've been doing. You've probably been very dedicated to your personal growth, to overcoming your own shadows, to outgrowing your own adversities, to being accountable for yourself regardless of how others behave, trying to overcome the pain that others might have cost you. And you still decided to be like, you know what, I'm going to take responsibility for this. I'm going to be accountable because I really want to move on from this. So I commend you for that. And joy and achievements and prosperity is just around the corner. So hold on to your horses. Do precisely what you're doing. And what to do more of is actually dance, play, sing, be with intention. The doing part has been outstanding. And now it's gonna become even simpler to do what you were doing, because it's like everything up until here was a drill. So now you just have to do more of that. And you're like, oh, I've already been doing it. So it's just more of that. What I mean is like, you don't necessarily need more skills or more tools or keep trying out new things. It's more like what you're doing is working, and it's gonna take you to that place of abundance and peace and prosperity that you've been working for so hard. And in order to get there and have this like resilience, you're being invited to be very intentional with your playtime, with your creativity, with the things that bring more joy into your life, so that you can harness more joy, more happiness, more playfulness, and keep infusing that into your craft, into whatever this long due project has been. So if you were working to kind of sort out some sort of trauma or a relationship or a work situation, which is kind of, again, like I said, coming to an end, you're going to be able to graduate from that. In order to do so top level, top notch, start infusing intentional play so that you can bring, again, more of that lightheartedness, more of that joy, more of that light into this last bit of the quest or challenge that you're in. So yeah, this is pretty phenomenal. This is exciting. Let's stay temperate. Let's keep doing the work, yet do balance a lot with play, with dance, with intention, bringing in that balance, right? Remember, it's that balance of your inner and your outside world. And now that the outside world is going to start reflecting all of the achievements and the success that you've been working for, it's very important because all of the work that you've been doing is going to take a more concrete stance. So it's important for you to keep on harnessing and working through your inner world. What makes you joyful? What makes you love life? What makes you love yourself, right? Don't take any of that for granted. All of your self-care practices, everything that has gotten you to this point is what gives you the fuel to continue going. So please feel free to hold on to these transmissions because we want to fuel you up. We want to give you the strength so that you can keep pursuing the evolution of your soul, knowing that what you've been working so hard is just around the corner. This is the last mile. Nothing need, and I'm being repetitive here, but I really want to anchor. Nothing new needs to be done. It's just more of what you've already been doing, more of what you've already been crafting, yet infusing it with more lightheartedness, with more play. Like, okay, how can I keep doing my work yet enjoy it more? Like maybe I play a little bit before, a little bit after, or I take a break, or I infuse more colors, or I infuse a sense of humor. Like, what lighthearted activities or attitudes can you implement so that you can achieve this last mile with humor, right? With lightheartedness, with more love. So it's time to begin to enjoy the fruits of your labor by giving yourself credit that you are where you are, that you've been through what you've been through, that you kept working on. And that's why this is a boost. This is a boost. I can pick up on the need for resilience where you're like, oh, we've been working for so long. And I'm like, yes, and it's just around the corner. And it's up to you to infuse with more uplifting and lighthearted practices so that it can become more sustainable, because you're going to achieve that which you've been working on. There's that abundance, that prosperity, that joy. So it's like, how do we keep leveling it up with more consciousness? Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on another moment of the now.